Welcome back to the Declutter Revolution. As the year winds down, have you ever felt overwhelmed by all the things piling up around you both in your home and in your mind? Today's video is all about letting go of the unnecessary clearing space for a fresh start in the new year. Yesterday, we explored and focused on practical ways to stop clutter before it even accumulates. If you missed it, we learned how small daily habits can prevent mess from taking over your life. Now in today's video, we're going deeper. I'll guide you through clearing your mind, letting go of regrets, worries, and mental baggage, while also showing you how to declutter your home step by step from your digital world to under your bed. By the end, you'll feel lighter, more focused, and energized for everything the new year has in store. Keep watching, because each step is full of real-life tips, little surprises, and simple rituals that make decluttering not just practical, but deeply satisfying. Let's dive in. It's the perfect time to declutter not just our homes, but our minds. I've realized that the mental clutter we carry, the regrets, minor frustrations, and unnecessary comparisons can weigh us down more than physical mess ever could. Holding on to past mistakes, worrying about things we cannot change, or overthinking what others think only drains our energy and clouds our focus. I've learned to let go of these distractions, reminding myself that not every thought deserves attention, and not every problem requires a solution today. One approach that works for me is a daily mental sweep. I take a quiet moment, write down the thoughts that keep recurring, and consciously decide which ones I can release. Old grudges, minor annoyances, or worries about events long past these don't deserve space in my head anymore. I also limit the urge to check social media constantly, which often amplifies comparisons and self-doubt. Instead, I replace that time with small grounding practices, a short walk, a few minutes of meditation, or simply sipping a cup of tea while watching the sky. These rituals calm my mind and create space for clarity. I also try to set boundaries for my thoughts about the future. While planning is useful, obsessing over every what-if only breeds stress. I focus on what I can control today, which gives me both peace and energy. By the time the new year arrives, I feel lighter, calmer, and ready to embrace fresh goals and opportunities. Clearing mental clutter isn't a one-time task. It's a practice that allows us to enter the next chapter with a clearer head, more joy, and the energy to do what truly matters. And are you ready? Here are the steps to declutter your home, removing all the unnecessary things from every corner, those items you've been too busy to even notice. Right now, we're starting with one of the most personal spaces of all your digital world. Let's explore how to declutter your phone notes, photos, and apps before 2026 begins. Your phone's Notes app and photo gallery might be the most cluttered rooms you have at home, and cleaning them can feel surprisingly emotional. Every time I opened my phone, I felt a tiny weight on my mind. Those random screenshots, old reminders, and apps I downloaded out of curiosity but never touched again. So I began treating my phone like any other space in my home, something that deserves care, boundaries, and a gentle reset. Menus from restaurants I never visited, temporary passwords, old receipts, even lecture slides I captured, thinking I'll review this later. But later rarely comes. Keeping these images only clutters my thoughts. Deleting them feels like wiping dust off a shelf. Then there are the notes that no longer serve me, grocery lists from last year, exam schedules from 2022. Unfinished video ideas that don't match who I am anymore. Clearing them out helps me reconnect with the person I'm becoming, not the person I used to be. I also review albums and videos that have been sitting on my phone for 2 or 3 years, taking up space and quietly overwhelming me. And the apps, the trend apps. Duolingo, because a friend said it was fun, photo filters I used once, meditation apps I never remembered to open. Letting them go is freeing, like giving myself permission to breathe again. And if this speaks to you, don't miss tomorrow's video where I'll share the essential items you should finally let go, those things quietly draining your space and energy. It's practical uplifting and something you'll truly need. Now that our digital space feels lighter, it's time to turn to the spaces we physically walk past every day. One of the trickiest spots right under the bed. Next, we'll move to clearing under bed clutter. Whenever I declutter this space, I pull everything out at once. No hesitation. Once everything is in front of me, I sort it into 4 simple groups: keep, relocate, discard, or donate, sell. This is the moment the truth shows itself, the things we thought we had lost, the things we forgot we ever owned, and the things we've been unconsciously holding on to. I often find winter clothes packed away for years, sometimes still sealed in plastic bags I never opened again. Or a forgotten floor mat bought with the intention of replacing the old one, but left waiting under the bed like a promise I never kept. And then there are the small electronics, an old camera charger, a power bank that no longer works, tangled cords from devices I don't even own anymore. Every piece has its own quiet story. One time, I pulled out an old notebook from a class I finished years ago. The pages still carried the faint smell of ink and stress, reminding me of how far I've come. Beside it was a small photo album ruined by humidity, pictures sticking to each other like memories that refused to separate. And somewhere in the corner, there was an entire collection of gift bags and paper bags I saved just in case, but never actually used. Cleaning this space isn't just about dust and forgotten belongings. It's about letting go of versions of myself that I've outgrown. It's about freeing up a physical room so I can breathe better in my own home. Every time I finish, the space feels lighter, and so do I. From under the bed, let's move into the heart of the home, the living room. Even small corners quietly collect clutter, and refreshing this space can instantly lift the energy of your entire home. Now let's focus on the living room reset. We'll check all corners of your living room to remove items that no longer spark joy. My first stop is always the TV shelf, the coffee table, and that little corner beside the sofa where things mysteriously pile up. These areas look harmless, but they collect tiny items faster than we expect. I check for old decor pieces that no longer spark joy, magazines I once meant to read, or stacks of flyers that came in with the groceries. When I let them sit too long, they quietly turn into clutter. Then, I look for the items that have simply overstayed their welcome, dried-up reed diffusers that lost their scent months ago, but still stand there like decoration, remote controls from devices I no longer even own, and board game boxes missing half their pieces. I used to keep them just in case, but with time, I learned that holding on to broken or incomplete items only drains my mental space. For years, I kept a dusty, artificial flower arrangement because I thought it filled the empty space on my shelf. But one day, wiping it down felt more exhausting than letting it go. I threw it out, placed a simple candle instead, and suddenly, the room felt lighter. The same thing happened with gifted souvenirs that didn't match my home's style. I kept them out of guilt until I realized my home should reflect me, not every object I've ever received. Even the sofa tells a story. Once I held on to old cushions that had flattened over time and a faded throw I had stopped noticing. Refreshing those small items brought back a sense of comfort I didn't know I was missing. And don't get me started on those empty holiday snack tins I used to save them as storage boxes, but they only ended up storing more clutter. While the living room reflects our shared spaces, the beauty corner reflects self-care. Up next is Beauty Declutter Every Woman Needs. This section will guide you through clearing expired skincare, unused makeup, and worn-out tools to simplify your beauty routine and protect your peace of mind. Something every woman secretly struggles with: the beauty corner. It looks small, but it's one of the easiest places to accumulate hidden clutter. Today, I want to share how I keep this area simple, safe, and truly useful. Because a clean beauty routine doesn't just save space, it protects our skin and our peace of mind. Start with the things that truly matter: expiration and safety. I always begin by checking expiration dates. Anything that has separated into layers, turned oddly thick or watery, changed color, or smells different from before, those go straight into the trash. It doesn't matter if it was expensive or almost new. I once held onto a sunscreen from summer 2023 just because it still looked half full, but using expired skincare only harms the skin silently. Next, I gather all those tiny sample sachets and mini skincare bottles that I swore I would use during a trip. Yet somehow they've sat untouched for months. The truth is, if I haven't used them by now, I probably never will. They only make my drawer look messier and distract me from products that actually work for me. After clearing the old and forgotten items, I focus on what remains. I try to keep only the essentials, the products I reach for every morning, the ones that genuinely make me feel good. A simple routine is easier to maintain, healthier for the skin, and far less stressful. I've thrown away cushions that dried out eyeshadows that turned crumbly, and tiny perfume bottles that lost their scent long ago. I found a body wash that had been open so long it barely smelled like anything anymore. I even discovered a makeup remover that changed color and a toner with sediment. At the bottom, clear signs they needed to go. And then there are the tools. A worn-out beauty sponge, a face-cleansing device with a dead battery. They served their time, and letting them go made my whole routine feel fresher. Let's shift to a space that affects both productivity and focus, the desk. Organizing papers, gadgets, and everyday tools isn't just about tidying, it's about giving your mind room to breathe. Now it's time for the desk organization. Let's declutter some no-need items so your workspace feels calm, organized, and ready to support focus and productivity. It may seem small, but it quietly accumulates things that no longer belong. Old documents, scattered papers, broken pens, and outdated gadgets. When this space is cluttered, our mind often feels cluttered too. Notes from the beginning of the year, outdated syllabi, old worksheets, or irrelevant documents, they all get sorted immediately. I used to keep everything just in case, but I realized that holding on to unnecessary papers only distracts me and lowers my motivation whenever I sit down. Letting go of them feels like clearing invisible pressure from my mind. I gather all the charging cables around the desk. I coil neatly the ones that still work and toss the broken or frayed ones without regret. I once had a drawer full of old cables, but only one was functional. Removing the rest instantly made the space feel lighter and more intentional. I wiped down surfaces, the bookshelf, the monitor stand, and especially under the desk, which often collects dust unnoticed. Even a simple wipe makes the space feel fresh, like starting a new chapter every time I sit down. Small real-life examples show how clutter sneaks in dried-up highlighters, pencils with broken lead magazines I've already read, old Bluetooth headphones that no longer connect last year's desk calendar, or a half-used to-do notebook. Keeping these items only takes up space and mental energy. Even a small stack of paper or a couple of useless gadgets can weigh on your mind more than you realize. Clearing this corner is more than cleaning. It's caring for your mind and giving yourself a peaceful place to think, work, and grow. Now that our workspaces are clear, it's time to welcome calm from the very first step into our home, the entryway. Next, we move to keep the entryway clutter-free. I've learned that keeping this area tidy isn't just about appearances, it's about creating a welcoming, calm environment for both myself and anyone who steps inside. I sweep away dust and inspect the shoe cabinet. Old or damaged shoes are often hidden at the bottom sneakers, with peeling glue, indoor slippers worn smooth from years of use. I used to hesitate to throw them away thinking I might still need them, but over time I realized that holding on to broken shoes only made the space feel crowded and chaotic. Letting go immediately lifts the energy of the entryway. I gather old delivery boxes that have been left stacked in corners. It's surprising how quickly they accumulate, and they serve no purpose once emptied. A neat stack can quickly become an eyesore if not addressed. At the same time, I check umbrellas, raincoats, and helmets, items that are functional but often neglected. A dusty coat hanging unused or a helmet with scratches from years ago doesn't serve anyone. Keeping only what I actually use makes daily life simpler. I've thrown away old keychains, keys to doors I don't even remember, and jackets that had been hanging untouched for months gathering dust. Even these tiny things, when removed, instantly make the entryway feel lighter and more intentional. I also try to keep a habit of daily checks. A quick glance before leaving or entering the home prevents clutter from creeping back. A clean entryway, I found, sets the tone for the whole house. It communicates order, invites calm, and reminds us that even small spaces deserve attention and care. Finally, we arrive at the wardrobe reset. It's time to sort clothes, accessories, and sleepwear, letting go of items you no longer wear and transforming. Getting dressed into a joyful, easy routine, over time, this hidden clutter quietly weighs on both our space and our mind. I've learned that taking the time to organize this area is not just about tidiness, it's about respecting ourselves and our daily routines. Laying garments out allows me to see exactly what I have and to sort items by season. Sweaters, coats, and heavier fabrics go into one pile, while lighter tops and dresses go into another. This seasonal sorting makes dressing each day much simpler and prevents older pieces from being forgotten. I also check each piece for odors, mold, or fabric stretch. I've kept sweaters that became saggy or coats with shedding fur, thinking I could still wear them, only to realize they made me look untidy and felt uncomfortable. I focus on accessories, handbags, scarves, and sleepwear. Even small items contribute to visual chaos. Tote bags received from events, hats worn once or twice, scarves that never get used, they all deserve a decision. Similarly, worn-out socks, stretched underwear, and faded pajamas that were once favorites need to be retired. Letting go of them creates more breathing room and makes it easier to see and reach for the items we truly love. Real-life examples help me stay motivated: a pair of jeans that became too tight, a sweater that lost its shape, or a tote bag that never matches anything. At first, discarding these feels wasteful, but the clarity and lightness it brings are worth it. I often rediscover hidden gems that had been buried under clutter, ready to be worn again. A well-organized wardrobe transforms getting dressed from a chore into a joyful ritual. It reflects care for ourselves, saves time, and turns a daily routine into a moment of ease and confidence. To wrap up, we've explored how decluttering every corner of your home, from your digital space and underbed storage to the living room, beauty corner, desk, entryway, and wardrobe, can create a lighter, more organized environment. Each step helps not only your home, but also your mind, giving you clarity and peace as you prepare for the new year. Now it's your turn to put these tips into practice, letting go of items that no longer serve you, and creating spaces that feel intentional and refreshing. By taking action, you'll notice how much more energy and calmness you can carry into each day. I also have a special video about essential items you should finally let go of, those things quietly draining your energy and cluttering your space. You shouldn't miss it. It's packed with practical advice that will truly improve your daily life. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe, because you deserve a living space that feels easier to breathe in every single day. Share these tips with friends and family so everyone can enjoy a tidier, more peaceful home.